going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew? This is Ballhawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
All right, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to keep this a quick video, but do get you guys a little bit of news from training camp so far today, Tuesday the 24th. Hey, we've got some information for you, so I figured I'd get it all to you guys because I know a lot of you guys are chomping at the bit. Hey, the season's here. We all want the high expectations of Detroit Lions, and we've been speculating here on Lions Talk Live, like a number of other different channels or whatever, some of the things that we might get out of training camp. Well, here's your first one. Emmanuel Moseley is looking pretty dang healthy. And here's another tidbit. I get Robertson's out. Same with Brian Branch so far. But you know what? Here's the big tip today that I like and what I got out of it. A couple of the Duke Crew members guessed this, and we've been debating it for about a week or so. Emmanuel Moseley, his impact, should he fully recover and return to his San Francisco 49ers form, how will that impact things? Well, so far, like I said, there's a couple guys out, but he's playing the nickel corner spot. And does that mean that against the Rams, he'll be there? Who knows? A lot can change in a month. But could it be that Carlton Davis is your cornerback number one? Emmanuel Moseley slides over to the slot, and Robertson takes the number two spot, at least at the start of the season? Maybe Arnold's the number two, Davis the one, and Moseley the three. But that would mean in this scenario, if it holds water and ends up being true, that Brian Branch is probably going to be one of your starting safeties. And then the real question becomes, who is your safety number two? And I'm not going to say free safety or strong safety. The Lions really don't do that in most of their coverage schemes. Excuse me. We also have a little bit of update. Carlton Davis, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Amik Robertson, and Traquan Smith were all active, but put on the NFI list. So, we'll see what shakes out with that. That's came out about 4 hours ago, but I had to do work earlier today, so I couldn't get to you guys any faster. A couple of other things, just, DJ Reader. I got a friend of mine that you guys know from Detroit Lions Media Insider who, we'll just put it this way. He said, Reader looks good. And he's being told that Reader is A-OK healthy, just needs to regain some of his conditioning and his strength in his lower extremities before they're going to put him out there in real earnest. So a lot of us have been debating that, for a while, that DJ Reader is probably good to go, but they also want to play it safe with him. He is a little bit older. They do want to make sure he gets his, conditioning in, strength back, especially in those legs and such over time, that since he hasn't been as active with them, they want to get him up to game speed with it. The other good thing, this came out of the presser this morning with MCDC, asked specifically about Davenport and Branch. They went through walkthroughs, as we all know, throughout the stuff during yesterday, and it appears today. But he said, hey, they're looking pretty good to go. Doesn't really anticipate that those guys are going to be out very long. None of the big injured names, DJ Reader, Branch, or Davenport, had setbacks this summer. So he anticipates they're going to be fully ready to go. So could the Emmanuel Moseley thing be a prelude to the future? I think what it does bring up is that, hey, the Detroit Lions, they understood their secondary was, something they were going to need to revamp going into this year. Yes, the team nearly made it to the Super Bowl with some guys that quite literally in November last year were unemployed from an NFL roster standpoint. And you know what? They nearly pulled it off and got to the Super Bowl. But now when you look at Terrion Arnold, Rakestraw, who, don't forget, in scouting combines, when he was going through his tests, he was probably only 70 to 80% of his normal self because he was recovering from that groin injury. So the fact that he's still, with a pulled groin and damaged groin area, still able to run at 4.5 means when he's fully healthy, he's probably running closer to 4.4, maybe somewhere in the 4.3s. Obviously, he can cover like Lou as well. Now he just has to learn the NFL game, continue to get healthy. But I think what we can take out of this is the Lions are going to have a lot of flexibility in that secondary. What we're all going to see against the Rams is probably vastly different than what we're going to see during reports from training camp, etc., as it goes on. I've got to get to a couple of appointments, so I got to get on out of here. If I get some more breaking news later today, I'll get it over to you guys as quick as possible. Real quick, I'll get through the comment section real quick. Jason, let's go. 100%. Good to see you, Jason. As always, can't wait to get the live stream of the Tree of Destiny. Jason, Superdome or bust, and we might have to make that a pay-per-view extravaganza. I'm thinking at least 1 cent for anybody who wants to watch it. 1 penny gets you in the door. Hatman, what up, Dan the man? Woo, woo. Good to see you, Hatman, still in the running for that top 100 thumbnail list. Let's see, Mike the Marine, howdy, Dan, with an alert. Woo, there you go. Pat, what's up, coach? Not too much. How about you, Pat? Big D, what up, though? What up to you? Oh, dear, a deer, a female deer. There you go. Moonscar, I was wondering if you were going to put something out about that where you put on a list but actually took part in that day. Yeah, maybe I'll leave that for tomorrow morning's. I see your new thumbnail. I'll leave that. Maybe we can do a deep dive into some of the rules and regulations about the pub list, the NFI, and some of the other lists, because I'm sure a lot of people have questions about that. So I'll get that in the morning show because I am pressed for time. I got to get to an appointment. Hatman, Moonscar, love your new thumbnail, 100%. Buddy, what up? What up with you, buddy? Buddy, we'll be fine by game 1. Yeah, and I think that's where we're all at with it. Hey, the DJ Reader news, to me, is great news. It means, like we talked about when the pub list came out, the fact that him, Branch, Davenport were on the list, I looked at that as a massive win. And I get everybody has their own opinions on it, but to me, the fact that they were there, you can be activated anytime when you're on the pub list. There's no restrictions. NFI, there's a few more things, but we'll save that for the morning show. But a huge win. And now that you have MCDC addressing this and saying, hey, Davenport, Branch, Reader, nobody had a setback. That's great. Emmanuel Mosley going out there and getting number 1 reps at the corner, or nickelback slot. It could be something. It could be nothing. It's way too early in training camp, but it does highlight how much flexibility we have with these guys in the secondary. I know I've made my comment that I think we're going towards a positional list or less secondary where really there are no safeties or corners. It's just everybody's moving around. I think that's where we're going to go, and this seems to corroborate that. Brent, thanks for the update, Coach. Anytime, man. Hopefully you have a good one. Hey, Micro Mike, Lions Talk by Chat Sports. Micro Mike, what's up, Dan? What's up, Mike? How you doing? Moonscar, Hatman, were you in the morning's chat? Did you see that one? That was a funny one, man. I got to tell Jen about that one, Moonscar. Don Banda, woo! There we go, Donnie Burr. I'm working on it just for you, man. Let's see, Hatman Moonscar. Yes, that was the one where I was referring to. I noticed you changed it now. Hey, he's on the move. Let's see, Walt. Good morning, Coach and Do Crew. Woo! Hit that like button. Yes, if you would. Hey, we hit 7,000 subs. We're making that march for 7,100. So if you can help out with that, if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Also, we try to get every video to 200 to 300 or more thumbs up if you can help out. Keith, though, Micro Mike, the GOAT, yes, he is, 100%. Don't forget to support the channels. Moonscar, yeah, didn't think it was inappropriate for other channels. I jumped into the throughout the day. Yeah, hey, go enjoy it, and yeah, just have fun with it, man. Well, I hope Reader is ready for the regular season start. You know, if you go by what MCDC is saying, I think, yeah, by the time we play the Rams, I'm thinking he'll be good to go. JDC, afternoon all, back at you. Dan Campbell doing his ups and downs is hilarious. Yeah, he put in some work there. And to be honest, watching it, I thought he was a little quicker off the step and off the snap than some of the other guys. Hatman, puff pass, JDC. There you go. All right, guys, I got to get out of here, get to some appointments. If there's breaking news and after my appointments, I'll get them over to you. Otherwise, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you on the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, all.